This is Dolynny TV, and guys, well, alright, so here's how it's gone so far in New Year 2018. Of course, you guys tuned in to High Hopes Season 4 at 1 p.m. today, my time, and so that's what we've come down to. We've had In Real Life, which was my New Year's goals videos for yesterday. Then all of a sudden, MLB The Show 17 today already. Now it's time for some NHL 18, and how much better to do it than with the Edmonton Oilers and some line juggling I have done. We are an above 500 team, 100%. We are 29 points right now. We're cruising, but the issue being we have a lot of overtime losses. So here are the lines to get those overtime wins. Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, Jesse Puljujärvi. Here's the problem. Jesse Puljujärvi shoots 15%. He's got 6 goals. Okay, fair. Is that a fair assessment? Yes, it is. So Jesse Puljujärvi just needs to step up his shooting percentage. That should happen with Draisaitl on the line. 4 goals, 9 assists in 25 games played. Gotta bump that up. Again, same thing, 6.6 shooting percentage. He even gets that up to 13.2. That's 8 goals. All of a sudden, that's an extra 4 points. Suddenly, things look a lot better. Lucic. Well, Lucic has had a really good start to the season, 9.8 shooting percentage, but he needs to shoot more. Maroon, Strome, and Kassian on that third line. Kara, Letestu, Kajula on the fourth. Kassian's had a 1 goal, 4 assist season so far. Terrible shooting percentage and a -9. That's an issue, but hey, the rest of the line ain't looking much prettier, so give him credit where credit isn't really due. Ryan Strome, 7 goals, 7 assists. He's been solid, and I think that's because he's on the power play, if I'm not mistaken. Right there, he is on the power play, so keep that in mind, would you? Would you keep that in mind, please? All right, thank you. All right, so all that put away, said and done. We just need to check one last owner thing because I kept the owner goals on. Upgrade and maintain, one main thing, and then we will be good. The concession doesn't need to be maintained, but the bathrooms, oh yeah, the bathrooms at Rogers Place need some work. We'll give them some work right there. Not saying they do in real life, but you know where I'm going with that. As we end up repairing the bathrooms, and now, okay, 50 game mark, we'll pull a trade if we have to, but Connor McDavid leading the way, 26 points in 25 games. Kid's mint. All right, so we'll go into the Christmas break here. Actually, we'll go 5, 6, 7 games. Let's go 7 games. Looks like we've got a few Eastern Conference opponents. There's another overtime loss. Okay, sure, another 1-goal game. All our 1-goal games. Another 1-goal game. Okay, so at least we're scoring 5 goals a game. I will take that. There's another 1-goal game and a 4-0 loss against the Maple Leafs. Against Columbus now comes a chance for a trade from Ottawa. Eric Greiva for Tom Pyatt and a New York Rangers 7th rounder. Decline that trade, and there's a shootout win, another overtime victory. So we're at least clutching the overtime victories now. Bakersfield just crushing it, 20-12 and 1. They've only had 1. We've had 11 overtime losses. So keep that in mind. That's an interesting little stat there. Where do we sit? We should be sitting pretty good off. We are only 6 points back. So this is, I guess, the parity that is the Pacific Division right now. Vancouver sits atop at 45. We sit at 39, but that's only a 6-point difference. So really, is it that much? Connor McDavid up to 33 points in 32 games. Not that 100-point pace, but hey, it's damn close. Milan Lucic, 24 points on the season, 9 goals, 15 assists. Draisaitl's bumped up to 7 goals, 12 assists, 19 points. Strome continues to impress on the power play, I guess. Actually, I'd be amazed to see how many power play points he has. Yeah, there you go. He's got 8 power play points this season, and that's 18 points, only 10 in regulation, so whatever. Drake Kajula up to 18 points. He's grown to 78, so that's a good improvement. Mike Camilleri up to 16 points on the season. Letestu up to 15. Nugent Hopkins up to 15. So we have a couple guys getting a lot of points. Jesse Puljujärvi up to a 78. Finally, he's only got 8 points on the season, but he's bumped his shooting percentage ever so slightly, and he's a +1 again, so he's not a minus anymore. Sekera, and it looks like everybody's getting points. Brendan Davidson finally has a point. Darnell Nurse has 2 goals, 3 assists, 81 overall. He'll bump up right away. So does Chris Russell. So things looking positive for the team, and I mean, really, when your worst minus is a -9, that whole third line kind of thing is messed up. Ryan Strome a -1, but he sees a lot of power play time, so probably not a lot of time on that third line in actuality. Maroon and Kazian just can't seem to get their butts out of that minus, but when you take that many penalty minutes, most likely going to happen, right? And let's see here. How are the goalies doing so far at this point of the season? 10 games played for Laurent Brossoit. 6 goals, or 6 wins, goals. 3 losses, 1 overtime loss, and a 9.17 save percentage and a 2.79 goals against average. That's not bad at all. And for Talbot, 9.23, 2.42, and he's just lost a lot of games in overtime. He's actually lost more games in overtime this season than he has won. Wow, that is a messed up stat for this team, boys. That is beyond my comprehension even at how messed up this is through 32 games played, pardon me, 35. That was close, not quite close enough. All right, comes down to this. We got, what, 6 games to kick out the new year? No, we got 7 games to kick out the new year, and then today, the game I'm looking forward to, the Los Angeles Kings game. Hopefully we don't get our butts kicked like we did against, you know, those guys that we're going to play on December 31st right away here, the Winnipeg Jets. 4-1 win right there, so 15, 8, and 11. We continue to win right there against St. Louis, and then a 2-0 loss. Shutout again, that's tough after 2 4-goal games, and another shootout loss. Okay, how many overtime loss there? And a win, and against Los Angeles, we will come to a stop. We're 17, 9, and 13. Weird season. We could lose like 20 games in overtime this year, and that would be the strangest thing I've probably ever seen in NHL 18. We are in a playoff spot. We're back by 9 points at this point to the Vancouver Canucks, but we're also only back to the Vegas Golden Knights by 4 points. 2 wins, 2 losses for them. We're right there with them, that kind of thing. Milan Lucic up to 28 points, 12 goals. Ryan Strome, 24 points. I imagine he's gotten more power play points, you betcha. 10, so he has 2 more power play points, so really only 4 more points on even strength. Leon Draisaitl up to 26 points. Kajula continues to improve with 21. Then you got Camilleri, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Clefbaum at 18, the Testu at 16, and Jesse Puljujarvi up to 4 goals, 9 assists, so he continues to go along. There's Pat Maroon and Andre Sekera, -4, but look at that. Zach Kassian has even improved his plus-minus. Hey, what do you say? Russell and Nurse don't move in points, and Jujhar Khaira continues to get the job done as he sees fit, I guess you could say. And so we're okay. We're okay. It's just a matter of maybe winning a couple more games than we are at this current pace. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the lines, move things around a little bit, and we're going to try get we'll give Lucic the time back up on the top line, see if he can get a few more points, a few greasy goals with Draisaitl and McDavid like he has before, and then we're going to move Kajula up to that third line with Strome and Maroon. Since Kajula's got 9 goals, 12 assists, he's the best goal scorer on that line we got, so he should be able to help out things pretty good. I mean, Strome's had a good season too. Don't discredit the season Strome's having in our franchise mode at this point. So we got one more sim, one more check of the stats, and then we will be up on out of our way. We won't go the entire month of January. Might as well just go to this Vancouver Canucks game since it will be pretty pivotal. We'll start off next episode with the Vancouver Canucks game. Another shootout loss, and there's a 2-1 loss, so another 1-goal loss. I mean, we've had at least 14 of them this season, right? That's what it comes down to, is a lot of 1-goal games that shouldn't be 1-goal games with the offense we have. But there's a couple of wins. Okay, all right, there's another win. And against Vegas, this is a very important game we win it. Michael Camilleri for the 4th, and second rounder from Columbus declined that trade. And against Vegas, we lose a 1-goal game. Would you rather lose a 1-goal game or win a 1-goal game? Obviously win the 1-goal game, but that would have been a matter of 2 goals. So the Vegas Golden Knights continue to win, and we continue to sit in no man's land, really, as we're in that final playoff spot by, well, a couple of points. We're back by 3 points out of second, back by 6 points out of first, I don't know what's going on here. We're having an interesting season, and I'm enjoying it. This is one of the more interesting seasons I've ever had in NHL 18. Milan Lucic on pace for maybe an absolute career year here comparative to the 2016-2017 season. He's 14 points away, and he's got 26 games to go, or 36 games to go. Right? Right. Ryan Strome, 31 points. Leon Draisaitl, 31. Then you got Kajula up to 24. That really hasn't changed much, has it? Clefbaum at 24 as well. And then you got Nugent Hopkins, 21. Camilleri, 20. Jesse Puljujarvi just starting to turn the corner. I don't know, really. He's still at -1. A couple of power play points. Like, I don't know. Pat Maroon finally scored a bunch of goals. He scored 5 goals, so he's finally got points. And then Zach Kassian up to 11. You put him on the 4th line, he scores more points than he did on the top line, or on the 3rd line, okay. Adam Larson, Jujhar Khaira, and everyone's starting to put up points. Here's Darnell Nurse, and the worst guy on the team now has 3 points. Okay, let's go to our goalies, and we'll do a minors update next episode, just running out of time here. 12 wins, 7 losses, 13 overtime losses, so he has more overtime losses than wins still for Mr. Cam Talbot. 33 games played, that is. 920 save percentage, and our goalies are not the issue here, guys. We're losing 1-goal games. That's all it comes down to. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been Dolynny TV. I'm Tyson. Of course, leave a like if you're new. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a like if you're old. And, hey, turn on notifications if you haven't. As always, guys, catch ya in the next one.